RGC Podcast presents.
Welcome back, everyone, to an RGC Public Library podcast. We are your hosts,
Ene
and Kelsey, and this is
Cover to Cover.
Ene, you're back!
I'm back.
Oh my gosh, we missed you last episode.
Thank you, but I do want to give thanks to Janice and Melinda.
I know they were such a good sport. They were good sports for joining us last week in your absence, and I truly appreciate their participation. But I did miss you from the bottom of my heart.
I missed me.
You missed you.
Yes.
Did you miss this room, this atmosphere?
I always miss this room and this atmosphere. It's just cozy.
I know, it's so delightful in here.
Mm-hmm. I could definitely see myself here. And I love the ambiance, the scary kind of purple and darkness.
I know, Melinda is so sweet. She has the lights, the backlights, colored to our preferences.
Yes.
And the mini splits going on. And I could just see myself here on a rainy day with a little blankie and a little hot cocoa. Reading? Oh my gosh, this is a good reading nook. This room is good for reading.
Definitely. I agree.
So it's October now.
October.
Happy October.
Thank you.
And because it's October, I wanted to talk about something a little spooky.
Ooh.
If you remember last year, we did Dare to be Scared.
Yes, I remember.
I really enjoyed that episode. Mm-hmm. So I kind of wanted to go off something like that, but it is different.
Alrighty.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So the main topic this week is the top 4 scariest books of all time.
Nice.
When researching horror novels for this week's topic, I came across this list on Goodreads.com. The list is compiled of over 100 books written by different authors that are considered, based off their ratings, to be the scariest books ever written. The first 4, however, are written by none other than the king of horror himself, Stephen King.
Nice.
Before we get into the books, let's give a brief summary on who Stephen King is. Stephen Edwin King, born September 21st, 1947, is an American author widely known for his horror novels. His first book ever to be published was Carrie in 1974, which established him in the horror genre. As of this podcast recording, King has published 65 novels, including 7 under the pen name Richard Bachman and 5 nonfiction books. He has written over 200 short stories, most of which have been compiled in book collections. His books have sold more than 400 million copies, and many of them have been adapted into feature films, television movies, and comic books. He has done so much.
For reals, I was 65 novels?
65 novels. Did you know he had a pen name?
No, when you said 7 under Richard Bachman, I was like, what?
Who's that?
What? Who's Richard?
When I was doing research, I was like, I didn't know he had a pen name.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
But my God, 400 million copies have been sold.
Wow.
Good for you, King. Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Definitely. I mean, Shining, one of my favorites.
Shining's your favorite?
One of my favorites.
Oh my God, Rose Red is probably my favorite.
I love Rose Red too. Definitely. The movie and the book, it's amazing.
It's so good. But when I think Stephen King, I can't help but think of It.
Oh yeah.
Pennywise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Shining, like you said.
Yeah.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
I love Jack
Red Rum.
I love Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
I love him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get on to the stories. The first book on this list was It by Stephen King. It is a 1986 horror novel by American author Stephen King. It was King's 22nd book and the 17th novel written under his own name. The story follows the experiences of 7 children as they are terrorized by an evil entity that exploits the fears of its victims to disguise itself while hunting its prey. It primarily appears in the form of Pennywise, the dancing clown, to attract its preferred prey of young children. The novel is told through narratives alternating between 2 periods and is largely told in the third-person omniscient mode. It deals with themes that eventually become King's staples: the powers of memory, childhood trauma, and its recurrent echoes in adulthood. the malevolence. Oh my God.
Malevolence.
Malevolence. That's a tough word. Malevolence lurking beneath the idyllic facade of the American small town and overcoming evil through mutual trust and sacrifice. There are two different film adaptations of it. The first in 1990, which was made for a TV miniseries, which starred Tim Curry as the clown Pennywise. The second was the 2017 two-part adaptation of the same name, which stars Bill Skarsgård. Now here's a hot take. Who's your favorite Pennywise?
I was about to ask you that same question. I'm sorry, it has to be Tim Curry. I love Tim Curry.
I love Tim Curry. Like in any role that man does, it's like it's my favorite.
Yes, I love him in comedy. I love him in horror and everything.
He came out in the movie Clue.
Yeah.
And I loved him in that movie. But can I tell you the first time I was ever exposed to Tim Curry? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Aw, cute.
But like I found out he was Pennywise at a young age and I was like, yeah.
I love Tim Curry, honestly, like one of my top actors.
But I will say this, Bill Skarsgård did a fantastic job. No, I think he did a really good job. You don't think so?
No, I do. I literally, he lives rent-free and where he's like surrounded by the grass with the hand in the back of my mind. Yeah, just waving.
I think he did a very good job. And it was, he's an actor that's come out in different films, but that was the first time I've ever like been introduced to Bill Skarsgård, right? Can I help you? No,
it's because that's not the first time I was introduced to him.
Really? And and then I think he did a really good job. It was a good, in my opinion, adaptation of Pennywise the Clown. Yes, it was different than the one that we may have been accustomed to. Yes, but I do think it was scary in its own rights.
No, it was. I mean, he did do a good job. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Don't get me
Bill Skarsgård fans.
Please.
But what was the first movie you were introduced to Skarsgård?
He came out and I think it was on Netflix. It was a sitcom.
A sitcom?
Yeah, and he it was a weird one, but he's like kind of like a something. I don't want to say werewolf because
it's a were-being.
Yes, he's a were-being, and it was like this drama-filled supernatural type.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You need to tell me the title of that later.
Yeah. I don't know if it's on Netflix.
Now.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we look up his name. I'll be like, yes, that one.
That's the movie.
Yeah.
The second movie I ever saw Bill Skarsgård in was the Devil All the Time.
Oh, yeah.
That movie.
Yeah. Very good.
Interesting.
He's a good actor.
He is a good actor. And then I found out that Robert Pattinson was in that movie. Tom Holland was in that movie. And I was like, my God, these A-list actors.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so you want to talk about the second book?
As funny as it is, it's The Shining by Stephen King.
Oh, we're gonna play.
Yes. So The Shining is a 1977 horror novel by author Stephen King. It is King's third published novel and first hardcover bestseller. Its success firmly established King as a preeminent author. I had never heard that word. Heard of prominent, but not preeminent. Author in the horror genre. The setting and characters are influenced by King's personal experience, including both his visit to the Stanley Hotel in 1974 and his struggle with alcoholism. The novel was adapted into a 1980 film and a 1997 miniseries. The book was followed by a sequel, Dr. Sleep, published in 2013, which in turn was adapted into the film of the same name in 2019. The Shining centers on Jack Torrance, a struggling writer and recovering alcoholic who accepts a position as the off-season caretaker of a historic overlooked hotel in the Colorado Rockies. His family accompanies him on this job, including his young son Danny, who possesses the Shining, an array of psychic abilities that allow the child to glimpse the hotel's horrific true nature. Soon, After a winter storm leaves the family snowbound, the supernatural forces inhabiting the hotel influence Jack's sanity, leaving his wife and son in grave danger. It's Johnny.
I miss Shelley Duvall already.
I know.
I miss her.
Yeah.
She was a fantastic actress in that movie.
She was, and she was a good screamer. Like, have you ever heard people scream in a movie and you're like, wow, they're good screamers?
Like, there's a couple of actresses that I think have fantastic screams in horror movies. I love horror movies. Like, I'm a big horror fan. And Shelley Duvall was one of them. Another one I want to say is Jenna Ortega.
Oh yes, Jenna Ortega's hitting it right now.
And Mia Goth.
Yes.
She is a fantastic screamer.
Yes.
That sounds funny to say.
Yes, I know, but
but like when you watch horror movies and you're like a real horror fanatic, it's like you see these actresses, you see the emotion they put into the screams, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, because it genuinely scares you, like when you see it for the first time.
Chills, and you're like, oh man, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. I personally love The Shining, the sitcom and the movie.
It's Jacob's favorite movie.
Really?
My brother Jacob, he loves The Shining. He loves The Shining and Clockwork Orange.
Nice. And I also, just to let everyone know, I didn't read the book Dr. Sleep, but I saw the movie and I love it.
I have not seen the movie
Absolutely love it yet.
I have not seen it yet. I saw the previews to it and I told myself I need to watch it, and then I never did.
You should. It's good. Or read the book. We have it.
We have it.
Yeah.
All these books that we're talking about, we have.
We do. Yeah. We have. I'm proud to say that we have a really good Stephen King collection.
We really do, and we just got some new ones.
I know.
Because we just got like a bunch of new books in our catalog, and we got a couple of Stephen King ones, and I'm like,
yeah, and you can also find them, of course, on the Libby app, Libby, and on our new Boundless app.
Hey, look at that segue!
Yeah, woo!
Good job.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to start introducing people to Boundless. Like, it's something new to our resources, and it's something we can offer.
Yes, and it's also just FYI, it's free books for Texas.
Oh, wow.
So this is just down to us. Like, they're literally giving us free books. So that's amazing.
Look how special we are as Texans.
I knew. It's so fun.
Okay, so the next book we're going to be talking about is Salem's Lot. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I know it's a movie, and I know it's a book.
Okay.
I've never seen this one. And when I hear the title, Salem's Lot, I can't help but think of baseball.
Baseball?
Baseball.
What?
I don't know why I thought it was about baseball.
I don't know why you thought it was about baseball, but first of all, I've never heard about this book, so I can't wait to hear about it.
What do you mean you never heard about Salem's Lot?
No, I've never heard of Salem's Lot.
Really?
Like, I know he has like a billion books. I mean, we just said...
To be fair, there's like
65 right? Yeah, but I had never heard of this one, so I'm intrigued. Yeah, definitely.
Salem's Lot is a 1975 horror novel by author Stephen King. It was his second published novel. The story involves a writer named Ben Mears who returns to the town of Jerusalem's Lot, or Salem's Lot for short, in Maine, where he lived from the age of 5 through 9, only to discover that the residents are becoming vampires. What was that face?
Just, I didn't think that that's what it was about.
I know, right? The town is revisited in the short stories Jerusalem's Lot and One for the Road, both from King's story collection, Night Shift, published in 1978. The novel was nominated for the World Fantasy Award in 1976 and the Locus Award for the all-time best fantasy novel in 1987. Wow. In two separate interviews in the 1980s, King said that of all his books, Salem's Lot was his favorite. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Salem's Lot has been adapted into a 1979 two-part miniseries directed by Tobe Hooper and a 2004 television miniseries directed by Michael Sullivan. A new feature film adaptation written and directed by Gary Duberman has also been completed and is set to be released on Max in October 3rd, 2023. Guess what tomorrow is?
October 3rd! Yes!
And guess who has Max? Me and you!
Yes! Oh my god!
So this is definitely something like I want to watch because it's like vampires?
Not only that, I mean, how did I not know about this? This is literally his favorite book out of 65.
I know.
Wow. That's awesome. And I'm sorry, when I heard Salem's Lot, it went to witches for me.
Well, I thought baseball.
Yeah. But then you said vampires, and I was like,
We're
who?
both wrong.
Vampires.
All right, you want to talk about the next book?
Yes, of course I do.
You saw the title and you're like, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Okay.
I need a sip of Wawa.
Okay. So, Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Pet Sematary is a 1983 horror novel by writer Stephen King. The novel was nominated for a World Fantasy Award for Best Novel in 1984 and adapted into 2 films, one in 1989, another in 2019. In November 2013, PS Publishing released Pet Sematary in a limited 30th anniversary edition, set in a small town in Maine, to which a young doctor, Lewis Creed, and his family have moved from Chicago. Pet Sematary begins with a visit to a graveyard where generations of children have buried their beloved pets. But behind the Pet Sematary, there is another burial ground, one that lures people to it with seductive promises and ungodly temptations. As the story unfolds, so does a nightmare of the supernatural, one so relentless you won't want a moment to continue reading, but will be unable to stop.
So,
I had to take a breath there.
I understand. I first watched Pet Sematary at the prime age of like 6 years old.
Nice.
I was traumatized.
I was maybe like around 8, maybe 9, and I was not traumatized. I loved it.
I think it's because I have this like softness for pets.
Ah.
And that one scene with the cat, you know what scene I'm talking about?
Uh-huh. No, it's not for you. I love that scene.
How dare you? You're evil. But I will say this. From the 2019 adaptation of this movie, one of my favorite things I didn't watch it. I can't put myself through that again.
Okay.
But one of my favorite things to come out of this movie was the black cat. He was seen on red carpet events with like a little bow tie.
Aww, that's cute.
He had like his own little like actor's chair and everything with his.
No,
yes, he did.
That's cute.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, maybe. But then I remember what the movie's about, and I was like, no.
No, I can't do it.
As a friendly reminder to our listeners and readers alike, all of these books we have talked about today are currently available either on our shelves or on the Libby app, or as Ene mentioned, on our new Bound list.
Yes.
Which you can access at any time for free with your library card. For more information on how to get a library card, feel free to call us at 956-487-4389 or message us on any of our social media outlets. Oh, I needed a breather after that. My goodness. You good?
Yeah.
You want to talk about our national days?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's go.
And it's Teentober.
Teentober.
2024.
Man, I'm so excited for this year's Teentober.
I know.
We have so many things planned. I got a cough. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm good.
So before you talk about our Teentober, let me go through. According to the American Library Association, Teentober is a new nationwide celebration hosted by libraries every October, and it aims to celebrate teens, promote year-round teen services, and innovative ways teen services help teens learn new skills and fuel their passions in and outside the library. Teentober replaces YALSA's previous Teen Read Week.
YALSA.
Ah, I didn't see dots.
Okay, well, there's no dots, but it's
Okay.
It's an acronym.
So it replaces YALSA's previous Teen Read Week and Teen Tech Week. Celebrations allowing the library's flexibility to celebrate all types of literacies according to their library schedule. Library staff are encouraged to utilize this new celebration to advocate for and raise awareness of the importance of the year-round teen services in the library. This year, at the RGC Public Library, you can join us all month long for fun, spectacular activities the whole family can enjoy. For more information on any of our programs or events, visit our Facebook page or call us at 956-487-4389. And to tell you a little bit more of our calendar of events, here's Kelsey.
I will say this, though. You said spectacular, and I understand. But it's spooktacular.
What?
I wrote
Oh,
spooktacular.
you did. And I saw your hand like, and I was like,
how dare she skip spooktacular?
Spooktacular!
So now that we have officially started October, we are jam-packed with fun activities that we have planned throughout the month. First, we are, as stated before by lovely Ene, we are starting up our Teentober once again. This is the second year we do this.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? It's
Crazy.
already been a year.
A year.
On October 8th, we have our Teentober craft night where our patrons can come in and enjoy a fun Halloween-themed craft.
Nice.
Then on October 15th, we are having our Teentober Ready Set Draw. Following that, on October 22nd, we are having our Teen Scream Movie Night, where we will be showing Ghostbusters: The Frozen Empire.
Ghostbusters!
Then on October 29th, we are having our Halloween Storytime event. Lastly, every Thursday in October, we are continuing with our game night. All of these are happening from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the RGC Public Library.
Nice.
We are also joining the fun on October 24th, 2024 at the Basilio Villarreal Park from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the annual City Trunk or Treat event.
Trunk or treat!
Once again, if you have any questions about any of our calendar events, feel free to call or message us. We're always here to help.
Always.
My mouth hurts from all of that.
I know.
Well, we have so many things planned, and I'm so excited about it.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to see the kiddos and the families and all that.
I'm especially excited about craft nights. You good?
Yes.
I thought you were going to cough.
No.
You want to talk about our programs in it?
Of course I do. So don't forget, every Monday we're having our newest program, Miscellaneous Mondays. Every Monday we will have a different unique program for our patrons here at the RGC Public Library between the hours of 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And in October, we're having Nuestra Clínica de Valle join us every Monday to provide health information.
Awesome. Then, every Wednesday in September, we are continuing our adult program titled Halloween Crafts with Kelsey, which happens between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
That's me. I'm
Kelsey.
I'm Kelsey.
You are Kelsey.
Wait, I'm confused.
What?
I got my papers got all mixed up.
Okay. ESL has started up once again and is happening every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Las clases de ESL se llevarán al cabo de la Biblioteca Pública de la Ciudad de Río Grande, cada martes y jueves de las 9 a las 11. Next, we have our new Beanstack Reading Challenge, up and running starting September 15th to October 15th. This month's theme is Hispanic Heritage Month. Join us for this 4-week program where you can get badges by logging books, minutes, and completing activities along the way. Complete your badges and get a special prize at the end for your completion. Lastly, we have our monthly scavenger hunt still going on every month here at the RGC Public Library. For October, find 8 spooky characters hidden within our shelves for your chance to win a prize from the treasure chest.
Woo! I love this month's theme for the scavenger hunt.
It was so cute. I really like it too.
I know, it's like spooky little characters, and I'm the one that hit them, so I don't know where they're at, but you ain't getting nothing out of me. I lie. I will tell you if you ask me nicely. If you be like, ma'am, can you help me find this? I'll be like, no, and then I point.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's over there.
It's over there by the water fountains. All right, so let's talk about the book of the week.
Ooh.
So I need to make a confession.
Okay.
I checked our algorithm again, our where it has our top books. Cat in the Hat is number 1 now. And I feel like we've talked about him just one too many times.
Yes.
So instead, I decided to pick one of the newest books from our new catalog.
Nice.
One of the new books we had just gotten. And that book is Dead 11 by Jimmy Giuliano.
Ooh.
I was looking at the books and I'm like, which one looks spooky?
And that one.
That one stuck out to me because like the cover has like a VHS tape on it.
Oh yeah, now I remember it.
It's like a pretty like Tiffany blue color, and it has like a VHS tape with a car and like a sunset, and I'm like, ooh.
Yes, definitely. I'm pretty sure it's 80s, but it gave me like, nostalgia of the 90s.
Yeah, it gave me real like. I was gonna say Y2K vibes.
Y2K.
Alrighty. On a creepy island where everyone has a strange obsession with the year 1994. It's the 90s!
Yes, I was right.
A newcomer arrives, hoping to learn the truth about her son's death, but finds herself pulled deeper and deeper into the bizarrely insular community and their complicated rules. Jimmy Giuliano is a writer and a high school educator. Several of his stories have gone viral on the Reddit No Sleep forum, and his debut novel, Dead 11, is currently in development for an A&E Studios.
Wow.
It's his first book, and it's already getting a show or movie.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great? It looks so interesting, and I saw it. I'm like, man, that takes me back to my childhood.
That's awesome.
Do you miss VHS tapes? I do.
I do. I really do.
Be kind, rewind.
Yep. Be kind and rewind. Blockbuster.
I miss Video Plus.
Video Plus too. Yeah,
oh my gosh. Oh my god. All your like 90s kids from here in like Rio. Do you remember Video Plus? Do you remember their ice cream section?
Yes.
They had this rainbow one called like the Superman, and it was like so good. And I remember their little like clucking chicken in the corner.
Clucking chicken?
They had like a little like a toy capsule machine.
Oh yes!
That had a clucking chicken.
Yes, and it would give you an egg, and in the egg was your toy
prize.
or whatever. Yeah.
Man, I just unlocked a memory for you.
Do you know where they used to have that clucking chicken or a clucking chicken?
Where?
At the Family Dollar near Las Lomas.
Really?
Yes.
Man, I didn't know that.
I don't know if it's still there, but they used to have it.
I don't think it's still there.
The boys loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad they got to experience it.
Yes, definitely.
So, guess what time it is?
Book review.
Book reviews. You want to go first?
Sure. So, mine, the book title is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yaros.
We just got that book in the new collection.
I know.
I saw it on the shelves and I was like, oh my God, Ene.
Yes. Also, it's available on audio as well.
Oh!
Yes.
I do like me a good audiobook.
Who doesn't? And this book got 5 stars out of 5. Awesome.
Very good, very good. I've heard only good things about this book.
Mm-hmm. It says, in your words, what is this book about? Dragons, love, and family ties.
I love a dragon story.
Dragons.
Dragons, man.
And then it says, what did you think of the book? Loved. 100% recommend. Great author, story, and what an adventure. Ooh.
We got a good couple of that author's books in the new collection.
Rebecca Yaros, she's a good author.
We got a good number of her books in our new collection.
That's awesome.
I know. I'm so excited for those to get checked out.
Yes.
Okay, so the book I have, it says, book title, Me Before You.
Oh, I love that movie.
I cannot with that movie, I swear.
So sad.
I just want to cry thinking about it. There is no author, but that's okay. In your words, what is this book about? Love, death, and opposites attract.
Ooh.
See, if you had just left it at that, I would have never known what this book's about.
I
would have been like, oh my God, it's like a love story. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it is a love story. It's
trauma.
Yeah, that too.
Between covers. What did you think of the book? Love, but did he have to die?
Oh.
I know. I'm sorry, spoiler, not spoiler. I'm pretty sure all of you have seen the movie by now.
Yeah.
That movie traumatized me.
Why?
I was expecting, I don't know, a happy ending, and that's not what we got.
No, we didn't. Well,
okay, like she lived her life.
It was a lukewarm ending.
It wasn't. It destroyed my heart.
Yeah, it did.
You know what movie made me feel that way as well? The Fault in Our Stars.
I've never seen it.
How dare you?
Look who's talking.
How dare you?
I'm constantly on a war with her because she doesn't watch movies.
I watch movies, just not the movies you want me to watch.
Yeah.
Well, you know what time it is.
Time to say goodbye.
We would like to thank everyone who tuned into today's episode. We would like to send you off with this quote. Just because I cannot see it doesn't mean I can't believe it. By Jack Skellington, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Jack Skellington.
Until next time, this is Cover to Cover, an RGC Public Library podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is an initiative of the City of Rio Grande City and the Rio Grande City EDC. If you would like to know more about certain topics pertaining to the municipality or have an idea for an upcoming podcast, email mgomez@rgcedc.com or brubio@cityofrgc.com.
RGC Podcast.